Well-coordinated civil registration and vital statistics systems have unique power to benefit every individual and inform public policies simultaneously. Behind every vital statistic is a person or group. On this regard, the CRVs employees on Saturday, 10th October 2022, expressed their dissatisfaction and demand full payments of their contract from Progressive Care Unit PCU under the Ministry of Health. Speaking at the press conference at Westfield, on behalf of the IT department, matarr Sowe expressed frustration to members of PCU for not respecting their contract and requested their demands to be fulfilled.
We have a contract that we signed and we were supposed to be paid a month 21,000. When they went to PCU, what they said was they are going to pay us per day, and that is six working days. Instead of a month of 21,000, they are paying us per day, which was not signed on the contract. I asked a senior personnel, one of the persons that is responsible. He said when we were signing the contract, a member of PCU wasn't present. Well, I don't know whose error is that, but then the contract needs to be respected. That is one of the things that we should work on. Respecting the contract is something that we really want it to happen. And the second thing is, which is so stressful, and most of our colleagues have experienced this, you cannot terminate somebody's contract through a WhatsApp message. You cannot terminate somebody's contract through a call. It is unfair, it is undone. We cannot accept that anymore. There are a series of our members that their contracts are terminated just through a WhatsApp message. How is that possible? It's not even possible. You just want to show your power. Text the person and say, you are out of this campaign, you can go and sit home and all that. That is dictatorship. And we are not so doomed to accept that. We are educated people and we are working for our nation. We are not disparate. Do you understand? And the part where we say about the North Bank, what was in the contract is 20,000 for the upcountry, but now they are saying 45,000. So that means we need another document to clarify that everyone is going to be paid 45,000 in the provinces. If that is not signed, then if we go there, whatever they pay us, we are going to still rely on. They are going to still rely on the older contract.
Meanwhile, another speaker from the data entry clerk department, who insisted on disclosing her name, claimed that she signed a contract without receiving a copy of the document and considered that to be disheartening.
On the 1st of August.
When the work started on the 1st of August, I was working, but apart from the $900 training allowance that they paid me, till date I have not received any money. Except for last week, they paid me $9,668. Apart from that $9,000, they have not paid me anything, claiming that my bank account has problems, which I cannot agree. If my bank account has problems, how were they able to pay me the $900 for the training allowance? Then I have been calling people who are leaders. After sending messages to the group saying, if you don't receive your payment, call the number. You call the number 1,000 times, they will not pick it. And anytime they pick your calls, what they will tell you is go to PCU and you give them your details. They will be giving you false promises. Last week, they had told us they will give us full payment. Till date, I don't receive anything.
Everybody will receive their full payment. Till date, I didn't get a dime.
Kausubaji explained the procedures of their contract and added that if their demands are not met, they will not continue the project, saying without them the project will not hold.
We worked for 11 weeks. As per the contract, we were supposed to be paid 33,000. We were supposed to be paid 33,000 for the 11 weeks we have worked for. As we are standing here, the least amount we received in our accounts is 21,000. 21,000 is what we received in our accounts. They are owing us 12,000. They are owing us 12,000. The contract says we will be paid every 2 weeks. It has been 2 months, few weeks. Some of us did not receive a dollar. Some of us did not receive a dollar. Just few days ago, we received a message that we are to report to North Bank without our full payment. And this is why we are gathered to show to our employees that we are not moving an inch without our payments being completed. We need our payments to be completed, and then we can see how we are going to go to North Bank or other regions as stated in their program guides. During our travel into Fonyi, some members went to Fonyi, but have bad and bitter experience along the way. Some of our colleagues were involved in accidents, and still they could not get their payments. Some of our colleagues have to look for shelter for themselves and still could not get their payments. Some of our colleagues have resigned due to the bad experience they have from our employees. Yesterday we conducted a meeting among ourselves, the ringleaders, to engage our employees as to how we are going to sit and discuss this issue amicably. But one of the guys we called told us they want to sit with us, but they are traveling today. So in conclusion, they are not willing to sit with us. If you want to sit with us and you are traveling, you are not ready to sit with us. That is their stand. And they are telling us, with or without us, they are still proceeding with their program. There are demands that we are putting to them, and there are 3. 1, we want our full payment. We want our full payment today, Saturday. When we called them, they told us the central bank is processing our payments. And due to half-day working, that was yesterday, Friday, they could not complete the payments. Now they are pushing it to Saturday, that is today. Still, we cannot receive any single alert in our banks to confirm there has been payment. Another message has been sent to our groups that due to public holiday on Monday, they are still processing it and it will be paid after Monday. For far too long, we have been crying for our payments. They will be asking us to go to the PCU rather, to correct our B-band numbers, to give them our bank details. People will leave their stations to go there. At the end of the day, will be harassed. You cannot ask me to come to correct my B-band number or my bank account number, and then you are asking me questions that you know very well. Some of our colleagues were asked to go and print their bank statement. When they went to print their bank statement, they asked them to print bank statement of which they did not pay months prior to this project, which is not acceptable. It's not part of the contract. It's not part of the contract, and we are not accepting them. Our payments need to be done latest Tuesday. If not, nobody is traveling to North Bank.
Yes.
No one is traveling to North Bank.
And the contract, the new contract, the sign of the new contract.
The other demand we are putting is payments on time. That is the second demand we are putting. Payments on time. We struggle to get paid for 2 weeks. It takes us a month to be able to collect our first 2 weeks payment. And then it takes another month to collect the final 2 weeks payment. We are putting to the authorities that are responsible of our payments that we need our payments 2 weeks according to the contract. Nothing more, nothing less. Anything that goes beyond 2 weeks, we are coming back. If they paid if they complete our payments to North Bank, we will come back and wait for our 2 weeks. Until that is settled, then we can go back and work. Our last demand that we are putting to them, the third one, is our contract renewal. Our contracts need to be renewed because the contract that they gave us, they are violating the contracts agreement. We want them to renew our contracts and then put in clauses that they are going to respect, that we are going to respect. Not clauses that they are going to use and violate our rights. We received a WhatsApp message, just a mere message, that if we go to North Bank, they are going to pay us 45,000. If we cannot be paid 12,000 in the combos where the banks are near, yes, I wonder how they are going to pay us 45,000. It's not possible. I wonder how they are going to pay us 45,000 in North Bank where they will find it very difficult to connect our banks and do the payments. So this is our stand. We are not going to North Bank without contract renewal. That is our stand. That is our last demand. They need to renew our contract, and in the clauses where they send the message of 45,000, let them include that in the contracts that they are going to pay us 45,000 and how and why they are going to pay us 45,000. Because still now we cannot connect the dots as to why they are going to pay us 45,000. We were told during the training, anytime we leave the Greater Banjul area, we are going to receive 20,000. That is what we were told. Now they are adding it to 45,000. How and why? That is the question. Let it be included in our contracts so that we can know why we are receiving the 45,000. Why we are receiving the 45,000. And this is our stand right now, and nothing is going to make us change until we all receive our payments. There are modalities that we discuss as to how we are going to know who has or who has not been paid the full payment before moving to North Bank. This among us we discussed. If we have any information that all the members have been paid accordingly and duly as deserved, then we will inform our members to go to North Bank if they wish to do so. We are not forcing anyone to go to North Bank. If you go to North Bank, it's against your own will. If you choose to stay, you have dignity, you have respect for yourself, and you have respect for the contract. And these are the people we are sending these messages to. Those that did not receive their payments and are willing to sit with us until we receive our full payments, then we can decide when we are going to North Bank. For far too long, we have been crying to the authorities. We have been engaging, particularly myself, I have engaged with one of the authorities responsible for this to sit and dialogue with me, if not the whole group, to see how they are going to look at our welfares. It's very, very disheartening. We wake up early in the morning and go to our workstations. We will not close on time as per the contract. We will not get to our homes early. And we all know how this country is right now. No one is safe. No one is safe. We are not taking it anymore, and we are not taking this thing lightly. The threat that they are giving us is if we back out, they have a standby group. They have a standby group. And among us, there are people that are willing to go. Alhamdulillah, you can go. We will stay until we receive our payments. We will stay until we receive our full payments. We are not moving an inch. And this is why we are gathered here today, pressmen and the CRVs employees. Thank you.
The National Insurance Scheme is part of effort by the President Barrow's administration to facilitate access to health care for citizens, one of the promises made during his campaign for the second mandate.
Respect our country. Respect humanity. Respect humanity. Respect humanity. Respect humanity. No renewal, no North Bank. No renewal, no North Bank.
Reporting for N24, I am our MCC.